Good morning, students. Today we are going to study about module number 5, microprocessor and microcontroller. Okay. So the very first thing about microprocessor and microcontroller, we uh, rarely discuss about this, but mostly microprocessor is now outdated. Microcontroller we are using now and then. Why microprocessor is being called as an heart of your CPU? It consists some important blocks, which you can see as an ALU, arithmetic logic and unit, then accumulator, working register. You can see over here accumulator, ALU and working register is connected together. Arithmetic logic unit performs two tasks, which is related to mathematical operations known as an addition, subtraction, multiply, divide, and logical unit depends upon your ORing, ANDing, NOT, such kind of logical operations it performs. Accumulator you can see over here. What it does, it stores the data when all the operation is being performed. Working register also works with respect to set of instructions and the data is being stored with respect to accumulator after the arithmetic and logical operations. Can you see the line between the central line which is called as a bus? Bus is usually the can you see the bus over here? Okay. The bus is known as depend upon the pins or lines where the signals can be performed. Now we the second one is stack pointer where temporary memory can be stored. Temporary memory means what? Once the operation has been performed, the next memory is ready to execute, or you can say the program is ready to execute. Same as the program counter where it can count the next instruction set. The last block you can see is called as an interrupt circuit. This interrupt circuit or interrupt control circuit, it provides the interrupt signals to microprocessor. Okay. Now what we are going to do is, now we are going to study each of the block. First, ALU, arithmetic logic unit. As it said that it is used to perform arithmetic and logical operations, we are going to study all these blocks in detail. Again, to memorize you, I will say that we are having a central line bus, the three blocks at an upper side, three blocks at a lower side. ALU, again we are going to continue with it. Perform the operation by timing and control circuit. As you can see that arithmetic and logic unit is being controlled, or it is being connected with all the six blocks which is being connected in the microprocessor. It accepts the operand from working register and accumulator. That means it accepts the data whatever it is coming from the accumulator and working register, and it performs the operation. After performing the operation, it stores the result or data in the accumulator. So again I am stating that the ALU performs mathematical and logical operations. Mathematical means addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and your or logical operations means your ORing, ANDing, and not inverting. Working register. As we come for working register, these registers are used to store the data and address. Okay, it consists of 8-bit or 16-bit registers. These registers are of three types. You can see that there are registers named as in B, C, H, L, D, E. Such kind of register, the name is being given in the microprocessor. Now, there are these registers is been classified into three types, that is temporary register, general purpose register and special purpose register, where we are using the instruction set called as an RISC, that is reduced instruction set computer. Okay, so after studying about ALU and ALU working register, we are going towards the accumulator where all the data, or you can say all the results, is being stored. Again, I am defining it. It is used to store the results of the operation performed by ALU. That means whatever operation is being performed with respect to ALU, all the data is being stored in the accumulator. Okay, it is used to store the temporary data of current program. Program means what? For as an example, I will say the word has been used program here. The word of program has been used here now and then. That means whenever you need to execute any program, there are three steps. First, you need to fetch the data. Okay, then you need to decode the data, and then you need to execute the data. The word program, for example, I will be giving you an example of an pen drive. Pen drive is called as an external source or as an external peripheral device. A pen drive, when you are connecting to your computer, so what it is doing, you are in your pen drive, you are having the data. Okay, when it has been connected to your laptop or any of the computer, there is a microprocessor chip over there. It will first fetch the data, which file you need to open that. It will fetch the data, it will decode the data, it will search that data, and then it will execute the program on your laptop. So the word called as a program over here performs three tasks, that is fetching, decoding and executing. And then फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर हम लोगों को एक कोई प्रोग्राम चाहिए, तो वो अभी मुझे मैंने बोला कि मुझे आई नीड टू ऐड टू फिगर्स और 11 + 24, ये मुझे ऐड करना है, तो आई कैनॉट, द कंप्यूटर कैनॉट अंडरस्टैंड कि ये ऐड करो और ये आंसर दो. देर इज सम सेट ऑफ प्रोग्राम, देर इज सम सेट ऑफ इंस्ट्रक्शन विच द माइक्रोप्रोसेसर अंडरस्टैंड, जिसको बोलते हैं मूव, ऐड, सब्ट्रैक्ट. Such type of program you have to write, and then you need to execute. Then I'm coming towards timing and control circuit. It is used to achieve the overall synchronization of operation with the MUPI. Now the word MUPI over here is being used now, and then you need to understand that MUPI is called as a micro. Mu is called as a microprocessor. Okay, he is saying that whenever a task is being performed with respect to the program, there synchronization everywhere, a coordination, a synchronization should be executed. So, or for the smooth synchronization, timing and control circuit is being used. It will provide the clock over, and it will control the circuit. So the timing and control circuit is being used over here. What it will do, it provides timing and control signals to ALU, and it to ALU, accumulator and stack and program counter. It connects internal and external circuit. It operates with reference to clock signals. Clock signal means what? Whenever you need to start a program, you have to say start and then stop. A signal, clock pulses is being applied, that control the it will control the program for its execution. Now the important part, which is related to stack pointer and program counter. Stack pointer, as you have seen, that it is used to store the temporary memory. Now we will see there, whenever the microprocessor has some other whenever the microprocessor has some other program, then it saves the address of present instruction in the stack pointer. What he says that whenever you are executing any of the program, first your earlier program, which you have already executed, it will be saved, but for a short time. That is called as a temporary memory. Okay, and then we are coming with the after the stack pointer, we are coming for the program counter. It is used to indicate that the address of the next instruction that has to be executed. You will say that whenever you need to execute the next program, the program counter will be used. Then the interrupt circuit. In this circuit, it is used to serve the interrupt made by peripheral devices to MUPI. Now, the peripheral devices, I can say that there are two types of peripheral devices, which is, for example, it is used for communication. Input input peripheral devices and output peripheral devices. As I have told you that internal you are having your keyboard. This is the input. For example, external peripheral devices, pen drives, scanners, printers, such type of external devices which is used for communication. It is external peripheral devices. So now what we will study about the applications of microprocessor. What are the applications of microprocessor? It is used in calculator. For example, it is used in all the calculators. It is nothing like that the engineering students are studying about scientific calculator. So it has the MUP, the microprocessor will be playing an important role over there. It is nothing like that. It is used in all the calculators. It is used in instrumentation, in the commercial applications. Then it is used in automobiles. It is used in video games that you are dealing with, and it is used in computers. So now I will just give a summary about microprocessor once again, as we have studied about the generic. block diagram of microprocessor, where it is having the three blocks: accumulator, ALU, working register. At the downward side, it is having it is having stack pointer, timing and control circuit, stack pointer, program counter, and interrupt circuit. I will just give an overview for it. Again, a microprocessor is a controlling unit of microcomputer fabricated on a small chip of small chip for performing ALU. Per microprocessor consists of ALU, register, and a control unit. ALU performs arithmetical and logical operations on the data received from the memory on or on an input device. Register array consists of registers identified, as I have already said, that the registers can be named as an B, C, D, E, HL, and accumulator. The control and the timing unit controls the flow of data and instructions within the computer. Okay. Then the microprocessor follows the sequence for the program, which is called as an fetch, decode, and then execute. Initially, the instructions are stored in the memory in the sequential order. The microprocessor fetch those instructions from the memory, decodes it, and then execute these instructions till stop instruction is being reached. Whenever you need to start the program, start and stop instruction is very important. Later, it sends the results in binary to the output port. Ports are being used: port 1, port 2, port 3. It is there in your microprocessor chip. Between these processes, the register stores the temporary data and ALU performs the computing functions. Thank you one and all to listening about your generic microprocessor block diagram. Thank you.